festival. He's got a movie coming out called Recruitment Day. It's a spoof of Denzel Washington's Training Day. It's gonna be hilarious. All the way from the Bronx, New York, living in Kansas City right now. Please welcome Mr. Skip Klein.
Come on, white people, we can do this. Don't fuck it up, man.
With no delays of what you saying, yo. Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, it's like
fucking it up, man.
While up in the club like we robbing the studio. You don't wanna vibe, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug, nigga,
You know, coming from the Bronx, New York, man, back in the day, you know, if you didn't have some snaps or some cracks, man, you wasn't gonna make it out there. So comedy's always been in my blood. Love watching, you know, old flicks. I'm a Red Fox, Richard Pryor kind of guy. Bill Cosby, you know, I even go into Three Stooges, the Marx Brothers. So comedy's always been in my blood. And back in the early '60s and '70s, man, you know, comedy on TV was one of the things that kept me focused and kept me around the crib. You know, kept me out of trouble.
Crazy stuff. Well, there's an epidemic going on in the Midwest. Started right here in Kansas City. Going to the East Coast and West Coast. Have you heard about it? White women with big asses. Global warming and white women with big asses. And it's confusing the hell out of the brothers. Because now we got to make a conscious decision. Either we want a big old ass or a big old ass with good credit. I'm going for the good credit, goddammit. Tired of struggling, man. How you guys doing? Pretty good? Married or just fucking? What's going on? We want to know. We want to know. I was like, married? No fucking then, huh? Okay, I understand. How's sex life? Pretty good? Not talking to her, sir. Is he putting it down like he's supposed to? You ever been with a black man before? Now I'm talking to him. Because he is cute to the motherfucker, you know? Sexy as he wanna be. Sexy as he wanna be, man.
It's a venue, it's an area of work where you can just be free to do what you want to do. You know, I think comedy is the last stand of freedom of speech and say what you want to say to the point where, you know, people don't think it's offensive, as long as it's funny. You know, you're just going to be able to be free to do what you want to do. And the creative part of it is the writing part and putting it on stage and seeing it blow up and seeing it, you know, blossom. That's the great thing about comedy is it's individual sport. You're playing it by yourself. There's no team concept to this. It's a one-on-one, mano-a-mano with you and that audience, man. It's a great feeling. It's a rush. It's a rush.
Got kids, man. Got 9 kids. Yeah, 6 boys, 3 girls. 2 sets of twins. Yeah. Raising kids is a hard job, too. But I believe being honest with the kids. White people, you guys have been in what, timeout? How's that working for you? Some bullshit, isn't it?
You have to see it. You have to see it. And when you see it, you got to reach for it. And there's no shortcuts. You know, from the chilling circuits to the big arenas to the mainstream rooms, you just have to see it and be creative and know the business and be business-like in the business. I worked with a cat, Don D.C. Curry, for years. Very business-orientated, very funny guy, but he was about business. And you get respected like that when you're handling your business, whether it be punctuality, on stage, punctuality, getting to a show, making a date, not reneging on a date, you know, and being professional. I think that's one of the things that will keep me, because I learned from a couple of cats that really I saw them grow as a professional actors off stage and on stage. I worked at a comedy club in Atlanta for years, Uptown Comedy Corner with the owner Earthquake. Very professional cat, very smart cat, and I saw him do some things that gave me the opportunity to open up my own booking agency at one time. I was a talent coordinator for BET's Comic View. So I was behind the scenes for a long time, and I learned the business. So now I learned the business, I can take what I know and put it on stage. And it's been working out so far, so good, thank God.
I vowed as a black man in 08 going 09 to stop using the N-word because it's hurtful, causing people a lot of harm and headache. But there's certain times and places the N-word is needed. Do you agree? Did you nod your head to that bullshit, white boy? You ever used the N-word before, bro? He says, no, sir. No, sir. usually when he get in the car, it's a big nigga on stage. What, baby? Big Negro on stage.
The state of comedy right now is good. It's good with the economy being the way it is. You know, people need some place to go to have some comic relief. So as a stand-up, you know, people want to come out and forget about their problems, their bills, and laugh a little bit. The price of a comedy show right now is not that, you know, great, opposed to gas and, you know, mortgages and stuff like that. So it's a good place for people to come for comic relief. And clubs are doing well. They're doing well. They're still booking acts and people still coming in. Of course, those major headliners like Samoa, who I worked with recently, and Ari Spears, who I worked with recently, they're selling out rooms, so people are still coming out to see shows.
Michael Vick hurt my heart. Hurt my heart. I love him as a football player and athlete, man. He's in rehab, going through some things. What's that girl sings that rehab song? What's her name? Amy. Have you guys heard the new extended version of that song? Just came out House of Precious. I got it the first day it came out. Let's sing it together, and I'll do the extended version. Y'all sing with me, okay? Say, I need to go to rehab. I said, no. I like crack. That's the extended version right there. You might want to pick that up.
What's happening now in the comedy game, those comics, black comics that have done BT, Def Jam, HBO, they're now realizing that there's a dead-end road in that circle. And now they want to go mainstream. Mainstream meaning, you know, the white audiences. Got a lot of comics now who want to have opening acts that are white because they don't want them to touch on the same subjects, which is in comedy, every subject is open because everything's been touched on by those comics before us. And it's a crazy thing because, you know, we talk about us being a people to bring ourselves together as one, but then we'll go out and get an opening act that's white so you can step on stage and shine. I think that's bullshit. You know, I think everybody should be comfortable in their skin. If you're headlining the show, you're the headline. They come to see you. So what if opening act, you know, is funny along with you? You should embrace that because it makes you hungry to constantly stay focused on your game. It's like in the NBA, you know, Michael didn't care if the young cats came up. You know, he just let them know, hey, I'm Mike, I'm still doing my thing. And you'll embrace those cats that are coming up behind him. And that's the way it should be in comedy, man. I think it's a sad thing to see a headliner who's been doing comedy for 20 years want to have a, you know, a cat open up for him who is white, whether he's funny or not, they really don't care. Or a comic tell you, another black comic tell you, hey, don't do no black jokes, don't do no black-white differences, where most blacks, they start with the black-white differences. So I think it's bullshit that's going on in the game right now. A lot of comics are realizing that the mainstream improvs, funny bones, they want to get into those rooms now because they want that white audience. You know, white audiences are they're gonna pay for the ticket, they pay for your they buy your merchandise. You know, it's just a funny circle, man. I think it's a sad thing. It's competition, and I think it's a good competition.
The show, I'll be out in the lobby, man. I got a DVD out, man. I shot earlier this year, and on the trailer of it, it's a movie that I did right here in Kansas City called Recruitment Day. It's a comedy spoof of Denzel Washington's Training Day. Real funny stuff. And I play two parts. I play a bad cop and Eva Mendes. I pull that shit off, for real. So y'all check it out, man.
It's a 30-minute set that I did some time ago, and on the back end of it, I have a movie trailer of Denzel Washington's Training Day. It's a comedy spoof. It's called Recruitment Day, and it was shot in Kansas City, and I played two roles. I played one of the bad cops, Funk Dr. Spock, and I played Eva Mendes, which is hilarious. By the name of Ralph Dumas III did the production of this, and he's an up-and-coming director, and he asked me to come on board with him. It's a B-movie, a blockbuster movie. It's not. It may go to the big screen, but right now it's a blockbuster movie. So we're looking for good things to come off that.
Okay.
Yeah, comedian Skip Clark on MySpace. MySpace comedian Skip Clark. It's all one word, and you can go on, man. You'll have my schedule on there, a couple of clips of the movie, and a couple of my bits on there, and it's a good website. My wife is my manager, Marsha Clark. She puts it all together for me, man. I'm just sitting back and writing and being creative, but she's the business end of it.
Now with the changes Obama's about to make in the White House, the first change is gonna be in the kitchen. Y'all know where this is going, right? Fried chicken, black-eyed peas, cornbread in the White House. And red Kool-Aid. Because you know black people love that red Kool-Aid, right? And my white friend says, Skip, why is it black people love red Kool-Aid? I tell them because we have a hard time spelling strawberry. STR, fuck it, give me red.